Our story begins on Earth -22. The Joker blows up buildings all over Gotham, kills Batman's rogues gallery, and lines up Gotham's families, murdering the parents and infecting the children with Joker toxin. Bruce Wayne, in a moment of desperation, snaps the Joker's neck. But something is wrong. A sickly green fog comes from the Joker's lifeless body. 2 days later, Batman and Superman are discussing the situation. The Joker was dying and he wanted to corrupt Batman, but Bruce will not go down that slippery slope. They talk of helping the infected children, but Bruce isn't acting normal. 3 days later, the Bat family is all together, Batman explains. The Joker's last act was to infect Batman with a nanotoxin. Everyone wants to help, but they've misunderstood the situation. They cannot be allowed to interfere. Batman guns down everyone but Robin, who is now infected. Batman kills the Justice League and reduces the world to ashes. Just as the multiverse is about to swallow up this forsaken place, Barbados appears. There are still countless worlds left to kill, and one world above where Batman lives, but he won't have to invade that world alone. This story begins on Earth -52. The sky above Central City is red, and the Flash is being chased. Barry tells his friend that they should be working together, but Bruce won't hear it. He's brought all the weapons from the rogues to bear. Batman has come for the Speed Force. All 4 people to carry the name Robin have died. Batman is getting older and slower. He tried to be everywhere at once and he failed. But with the Speed Force, maybe he can save everyone. Maybe he can turn back the clock. Batman teleports into the Batmobile, chases down Barry, who knocks Batman back with the Speed Force. Flash tries to talk some sense into his friend. Batman takes advantage and injects him with Dr. Freeze's cryostasis formula. This buys Batman 3 seconds. It takes less than 2 to knock Barry out. Barry wakes up tied to the Batmobile, modified using the cosmic treadmill. Batman is driving into the Speed Force. They're ripped apart and refused together. The Red Death is born. Batman uses his newfound powers to save Gotham by killing the villains, but upon returning to Wayne Manor, he realizes that he is too late. The world is crumbling apart. And that is when the Batman Who Laughs appears with an offer. On Earth -32, we find young Bruce Wayne standing over his parents' bodies, crying and helpless, but he feels nothing, like everything broke apart and left a void as big as everything inside him. A Green Lantern ring zooms by. Bruce Wayne, you are able to overcome great fear. Welcome to the Green Lantern Corps. But Bruce didn't overcome fear, it was obliterated from him. He chases down his parents' murderer and orders the ring to kill him. The ring refuses. Unfortunately, the ring runs on willpower and no one has more than Bruce Wayne. He overloads the ring and forces it to comply. His parents' killer is obliterated. Bruce orders his now corrupt lantern ring to bring his parents back. It tries to comply, but just turns them into shambling undead horrors. He flies away. At first, he's called a hero. That doesn't last long. He kills without remorse or regret. Not even the Green Lanterns can stand against him, but the darkness Bruce led into the ring destroys everything. The same void he felt inside is causing his world to crumble away, and that's when the Batman Who Laughs appears with an offer. Something set Superman off. No one ever figured out exactly what caused the problem, some new type of kryptonite or a solar storm. At first, the Justice League was working hard to try and reverse whatever caused Superman to change, but after he killed Lois, it became clear someone would have to take down the Man of Steel. The Dark Knight came at Superman with a kryptonite spear, causing his former friend to lash out and go on a rant about how everyone always thought Batman could defeat him. How could they think such a thing? He could split him in half with a glance. What did Batman have? A sharp stick? Batman, however, had more than just a spear. He reached for his utility belt and injected himself with a modified version of the Doomsday virus. Batman screams as he morphs into an amalgam of Batman and Doomsday and blows kryptonite fog into Superman's face, causing a large bony protrusion to shoot through the chest of the Man of Steel, killing him instantly. The virus began to spread, changing everyone, making them all stronger. But it was too late. The universe was crumbling away like the nightmare it was, but not before the Batman Who Laughs made him an offer. Batman the Drowned was a 2017 one-shot from DC Comics. It told the story of Bryce Wayne from Earth -11 as she flooded Amnesty Bay on Earth Zero. Bryce Wayne's reality was brutal and corrupt. Earth was being attacked by metahumans, and acting as Batwoman, Bryce fought to protect her version of Gotham and the entire world. She was in love with her version of Catwoman, a man named Sylvester Kyle, and when the metas took Kyle from her, she snapped and rid her entire world of them. Aquawoman came to the surface to engage in peace talks. Bryce did not trust the Atlanteans, and she altered her body, gaining the ability to control and breathe water and an army of engineered beings that she called Deadwater. She defeated the Atlanteans and sank her whole world beneath the ocean. There she forged a new world under her protection, but the worlds in the Minus Realm are not meant to last. The Batman Who Laughs came to her and told her of the world above, and as the only Earth she ever knew sank into nothing, she rose into the light. We begin our story on Earth Zero in Argus headquarters. The Justice League is MIA. Argus has a bomb that no being in the solar system could survive, but no one can agree on whether to use it or where to drop it. Before they can reach a consensus, there's a huge explosion. The Merciless is attacking Argus. You see, the Merciless was from Earth -12, and like most alternate Batmen, he made a promise to his parents he would wage his battle to save Gotham with mercy. Now he sees those as the words of a fool. The God of War had forged a new helmet that magnified his powers. Batman and Wonder Woman fought their way to Ares, and in the heat of battle, it appeared that Diana had died. In a moment of desperate grief, Batman put on the helmet and used its power to kill Ares, but the helmet corrupts. After the battle, Wonder Woman, still alive, attempted to remove the helmet. Bruce struck her down. He was invading Olympus when Earth -12 began to crumble away, and so the Batman Who Laughs made him an offer. Today we take a look at Earth -44, a world where Batman's surrogate father Alfred was killed by supervillains. While they had figured out that Batman was Bruce Wayne, they didn't know where he was, and Alfred never gave Bruce up. The whole League came to the wake, but Batman mourned in his own way. Something was on his mind. He'd done a partial scan of Alfred's brain in an attempt to create an AI. It was called the Alfred Protocol, and with Cyborg's help, he brought it online. Unfortunately, something went wrong and the AI morphed into a virus. Multiple Alfreds would appear around a villain, each with a computerized "How may I help you?" One by one, all the villains fell. Then, Alfred came for Batman. Cyborg warned Batman not to let the AI in, but Bruce was obsessed. He came up with a plan to rewrite Alfred's code. It failed. The Alfred Protocol took over Batman. It took away his fear and pain. This new Batman saw everything but Alfred as a weakness to shed. Batman had taken the world, but the negative realms always crumbled away. But not before the Batman Who Laughs made him an offer.